Hey, what's up guys? This is Jeff from 18 Strong, and today I want to talk to you about a concept that you may or may not have heard of, and that's called overspeed training. Overspeed training is something that we recently just talked about on the podcast, episode number 189 with the guys from Super Speed Golf, and it's something that has been used for decades for increasing speed, whether that be in other athletic endeavors like running or baseball, throwing a baseball faster, but it's become a big thing in golf. And so if you haven't heard of it, I wanted to first make you aware of it, and then also talk about what it is and what it isn't, and then one of the tools that we use to help our golfers increase their club head speed on a regular basis. So overspeed training basically is the concept of using different weights in order to allow your body to move faster. So in the golf swing, you use your driver, right? So we want to swing the driver faster. Well, using overspeed training, you're going to use something that's a little bit lighter and a little bit heavier than your regular driver to facilitate this. And so it's not necessarily that we're increasing your strength. So this isn't a strength training thing, and it's not necessarily really like a power training thing either. So it's not like you're going in and doing Olympic lifts or anything like that. The intention is to simply move faster and teach your brain, both your brain and your body, that it's already got the potential to move faster, and then through repetitious use of overspeed training, you're going to teach your body to move even faster and give it that capability. So you're going to challenge yourself every single time. So if you think about like a sprinter, overspeed training is kind of the same concept as almost them running downhill. When you run downhill, your legs are moving faster than they normally would if you were going on a flat, plain surface. Think of that as kind of the same thing as overspeed training. So if you have a club that's a little bit lighter than your regular driver, you should be able to swing it a little bit faster. In fact, your body should be moving a little bit faster through that swing, and that's the whole concept. So what the guys at SuperSpeed have done is they've created a product that allows you to do that. They have special weights that you're using, but I'm going to show you a way that you can do this kind of without the SuperSpeed system if you don't have that, but then also why this has been tested and these weights are a little more proper for the use of it. So what you're going to do is you're going to have your driver, and then you're also going to have a lighter club. And so if you don't have the system here, I'll just kind of show you what you can do with regular clubs. And then we're not going to go through the specific protocols that you would use. We talk about that a lot in the episode on the 18 Strong podcast with the guys from SuperSpeed. That's episode number 189. If you go over to 18strong.com or go on iTunes and listen to the podcast there. What you can do is you're going to have the driver, and obviously this is what you normally are swinging. In order to get a lighter version, you can just flip that over. Now you have the grip side down towards the ground. And so when you swing that, you can hear that whoosh, and that's going to move faster than you move it when you're swinging it this way. So the idea is that this allows your body to move a little faster, the shaft moves a little faster, and so it's starting to teach your brain, hey, I can move faster than I normally do in that swinging motion. So you've got the lighter club, then you're also going to do some swings with just your regular driver, where it's the weight that you're used to, and you're going to get that to swing around. And again, after you've already moved a little bit faster by swinging the light one, your regular driver speed, you'll probably notice this right out of the gate, either your first session, second session of doing these, is you're going to be moving a little bit faster there. And then you're going to grab a club that's a little bit heavier. And so here I've got a 5-iron, which according to some of the studies that the guys at SuperSpeed have done, the regular clubs can be a little bit too heavy when you're working on this concept of overspeed, but it gives you a way to get a little bit of that heavier club. And then you're going to use this as your heavy club. So again, you've got a lighter club, you've got your regular driver, and then you've got a slightly heavier club. And you're going to be swinging basically as fast as you can. The other concept that we talk about with those guys is not just doing this in the regular direction that you normally swing, but also doing it in the opposite direction. And there's a lot of reasons why we would do that. So tune into that episode for that as well, where we go into some great discussions on that. Now, the reason I have chosen to use the Super Speed clubs is for a few reasons, really. First, I'll show them to you. You've got 3 different sizes of weights here. So we've got the light one. I don't know if I'm too close here or not. You've got the medium one, and then you've got the heavy one. You'll see that they've got different colors on the top, as well as different colors on the shafts. And then even on the shaft, they tell you, whether you can read that or not, this is the medium club. And then the other ones have, light, heavy. So you know that the different sequence of which ones they are. The reason that I find these so easy to use is, first of all, they're specifically designed at the proper weights. They've been tested over and over again. We talk about that on the show a lot, is the amount of testing that goes into these things. The other reason I like them is, you notice it doesn't have a club face. So it doesn't get you bogged down in worrying about, specific positions and where the club face is. And that was done on purpose by those guys, because they simply want these to be a tool to swinging faster and teaching your body how to swing faster. And it's kind of interesting that when you start learning to move faster, you get your body moving faster. And the concept is, on all 3 of these clubs, even the heavier club, your body and the club head speed on this should be moving faster than your normal driver. But the idea is that you're not worried about the positions, you're not worried about the technique. It's all about teaching your nervous system to move as fast as possible. And so that really helps you to push yourself, but also not get too bogged down in all those different swing thoughts that you normally have. So definitely go and check out the episode that we did on the podcast. Again, episode number 189. We've done 3 episodes with the guys from Super Speed, and talking all about the clubs, why we use them, and what questions people that have been using them have now that they've used them for a lot. But we've seen tons of success with this, people increasing their club head speed, not just in the first session, which you will see, but then over long term using their protocols. And we discuss where you can find all their protocols. They've got a great YouTube channel, and we've got a lot of information over there on 18 Strong through our other episodes. So if you find this kind of stuff, this kind of content helpful, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and definitely go over to the podcast. You can find that at 18strong.com, and subscribe to the podcast as well. Train hard, practice smart, and play better golf.